And we are live. Hi, Lucy. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, you are. You're on time. I was just posting to the groups to let them know. And I'm now pulling up on my phone so that I have all the chat. Hi, Sue. Trying to find our live on my phone. There it is. Yay. Hi, Jenna. All right. Hey, Marianne. Hi, Kathy Ann. Marianne and Kathy Ann. Special thanks to all the admins, mods, and all of our supporters on Ko-fi, Patreon, and YouTube. Couldn't do any of this without you, so thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Hi, Swirly. And we also want to say
Happy birthday
to all our May birthdays, all our May birthday members. Hi, Catherine. Is everybody ready for a long weekend? It's Memorial Day weekend. It's coming up anyway. Starts tomorrow for a lot of people. Tonight we're doing the Lady Slipper Pillow, and this is to show you guys how to combine your Infusible ink with iron-on. We did some with foils and stuff like that, and today we're just going to use our everyday, or I'm going to be using the Smart Iron-On with some Infusible ink on the pillow form, or pillow cover, I think it's called. And don't forget that tonight we are also drawing our giveaway winners. Tomorrow we're going to be on Freebie Friday. We're going to draw for the cuties. We're going to pick a couple of people to win Cricut cuties that posted in the group. If you haven't posted your project on that pin featured post in the group, please go over and do so. And you can do that either in Cricut Crafting with April or in the Cricut Maker Projects group. And we've been combing through there and looking and picking our favorites to vote on. So you guys make sure you get that posted before we go live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And the giveaways for tonight, we are going to be drawing one winner for each, a $200, a $150, a $100, and a $50 manufacturer suggested retail price Cricut.com shopping spree. So we will be drawing 4 winners for that tonight. Okay? And I may do one and then do another throughout tonight, but I may do them all at once. Just, we'll see how it goes. Homemade apple turnovers from scratch. That sounds so good. So good. Let's see. The project tonight, now I have our heat guide up here. I'm just going to slide that out of the way. Our project tonight is the lady slipper pillow. And if you're looking for that, you can go to the home screen and type in lady slipper flower pillow and bring that in. Super easy and simple. If you don't know how to do that, let one of our right here home and then search for it. That should take you there. I did not resize this. The pillow form that I have is 17.5 by 17.5. It is a Cricut pillow cover, and this is sized for that. And you can see that they have some instructions, and they stated on here, and you can see that they made their little colors from a donut. So guys, don't hesitate to look at other shapes. Remember, we've talked about that on Friday. Look at other shapes and what you can do with them, because the donut hole became the flower for this in the Infusible ink. So super fun. And if you scroll down, let's see, this is on mine. If you go to the regular one, you'll find that they have instruction. I don't have the instruction on this one because I did a save as so I could find it quicker. That's why it's not there. But if you go to the one and pull it up from the home screen, you'll have your instruction there. But I just saved it. But you can see right here, they used the donut and used the center of that hole for that donut. If you, let's see, they are attached. So let's detach them and take a peep. So if you look at that and you check that contour, you'll see that they contoured out everything except this piece. Okay? And it looks like they kind of stretched it and skewed it a little bit. And then this should be the same one. Same thing. It's the same exact shape. All they did for this one, oops, I duplicated the wrong one. Now these are going to come in attached. You can detach them and save some infusible ink, some of your infusible ink sheet. I did mine a different way to save space just for time purposes. Usually I would detach these and bring these up together and cut them that way. I did not do that with this file, but let me duplicate that to show you guys what they did so you can see the difference. But what they did is they oops, wrong button. What they did is they unlocked that and then they skewed it and then they flipped it to get the shape that they wanted and sized it. So once they had the shape they wanted, I hate that move, those handles. I hate that. They skewed that to whatever size. So they got it the shape that they wanted it and the height and everything, and then they sized it from there. Super easy and simple, okay? But again, when you're looking at your shapes, make sure you look at all of the images in Designspace, and you can make something out of just about any image. Again, they used the donut. So I'm just going to undo all of this and bring this back to its original state. There we go. So the reason that I left this like this is so that when I hit make it, I don't have to worry about placement. But I'm going to show you guys a couple of tips and tricks where you can save it. Like I said, you can detach and you can detach that and save all of this ink, okay? But what I did is I just let it cut, and then I just cut mine down through here and stuck it back in the box, and then I cut this down through here and stuck it back in the box. And that way it stayed connected and spaced evenly for me, okay? Does anybody have any questions? Yes, Sue, exactly. Think outside the box. There are no limits when you have access. You have all of these images at your disposal, and you can make just about anything that you need with the images within DesignSpace. Super easy and simple. You just have to put that thinking cap on sometimes. That is why I chose this image for this week, not only to show you guys how you could use the Infusible ink with iron-on, but also how you can use shapes in different ways, okay? Does anybody have any other DesignSpace questions for any slicing, contour, anything you're having problems with, or your projects? Please let us know. We'll come in here and we'll show you. We don't want you just out there wandering around wondering how to fix something. If you have an issue, please let us know and we will help you. All right. And tomorrow we're going to actually be designing something for you to cut later, and we're going to be using the new Monogram Maker. Everybody should have it by now. I'm still in beta simply because I haven't taken my beta off and loaded my regular DesignSpace. But everybody should have it. If not, you should be getting it soon. You may have to, if you have an old version of DesignSpace, it may be too old to update. Just uninstall it, reinstall it, and get a fresh copy. Okay? And you should be up to date. 7.9 is the new version. Alright, so I'm just going to slide that over because we're going to be using this next. Alright, I'm going to pop overhead. Now, I've already cut and weeded this. It was super simple and easy. You just got your update this afternoon, Sue? Okay, great. Yes, they said it would be rolling out over the next week, so I figure everybody should have it by the weekend. You're making koozies? Yay! I'm waiting on some tote bags. I ordered 12 and I got 2, but it came in 3 shipments, so I'm waiting on the rest of them. So I may have to call on it. I've been waiting a couple of days. All right, so your heat guide. The reason I have the heat guide up is tonight I'm going to, because I wanted to really use my AutoPress for this, guys, to show you a little bit more about the AutoPress. That's why I'm waiting on my bags to show you how you can do multiples very easily. And I'll do a recorded tutorial of that. I did try, and I just cannot get the AutoPress. Well, I can get it on this desk under the camera, but when it goes to open up and close, it hits the overhead trolley that I have here that holds the overhead, and the camera would go everywhere. So in order to get around that, I do not have the Easy Press 3 in the large size. I have it in the 9x9. And I didn't want to do pressing in 2 and 3 spots. So I'm going to be using my Easy Press 2 today. So my Easy Press 2 is the 10x12, and it will cover the image, I think, pretty much all in one press. I may have to do 2 sections, but I won't have to do 3 or 4 sections. So that's why this is up. So the heat guide is still available. If you're using an Easy Press 3, you're going to use the Cricut Heat app. Okay? So if you're using your AutoPress, you're using your Mini, or you're using your original Easy Press or an Easy Press 2, you're going to be using the heat guide today. And all we're going to do is go in on that heat guide, and after we've cut everything, we're going to tell it that we're using an Infusible ink transfer sheet. Then we're going to go in and pick what we're using, and we're using the pillow cover. And I am using a pressing mat. However, I could not find my large pressing mat. So I did take my pressing mat off of my auto press. So, and it is the same size or a little bit larger than my Easy Press 2, so it's going to work fine. Alright, and you can order the Easy Press, just the auto press mat too. I'm pretty sure that it's in there in the accessories. So, got all of that in there, and then we're just going to hit apply. Now it's telling me 360 degrees. Why is it telling me that? Because I'm on Easy Press. I need Easy Press 2. Make sure you select the right one. Let's go down there and get that transfer sheet, and let's go down there and get that pillow cover. I'm using a mat and apply. There we go. 385 for 60 seconds. Okay, so that is what we're going to be using, and it wants me to preheat for 15 seconds, and it's showing me my sandwich, which is going to be my mat. It's going to be my pillow cover with a piece of cardstock or butcher paper placed inside. Then it's going to have my Infusible ink sheet on top, butcher paper, and then my press. So make sure you're following that, okay? And down here it tells you your supplies. I've got my lint roller, all of that stuff out, how to prep, what you need to do, what your application is, and your care, how to take care of it is all in here. Now your care instructions on this are going to change a little bit because you're going to have two different types on here. The ink is probably going to be okay, but the care you're probably going to want to use your basic iron-on care for that, because we're going to come back in here after we do the ink and we're going to press again with iron-on. So we're going to be using this a couple of times tonight. And if anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to stop me, and I will make sure that I get, hi Becky, I will get your questions answered. Hey Angie. Hi Denise. Alright, so now we've got everything set up. Let's go over to the overhead. And I may just go ahead and pull our $50 winner. My mouse is stuck. There we go. Pull my $50 winner. You guys want to do a winner before I get started, or you want me to go ahead with the project? I know there's a little bit of lag. I'm going to give you a second. Wow, there's about a 10 or 15 second lag tonight. Don't know why. Alright, I'm pretty sure I know what you guys are going to guess. While I'm waiting for you guys to respond, this is going to be a supporter file. This is going to be coming out on Monday. It's a holiday, so it will be a recorded tutorial. And this is just like a little gift card, and you're going to pull out their little card, and you can attach the gift card to the back of it or just place it inside. And so this file will be coming on Monday. So if you're a Patreon supporter, you're going to get that file. You want to do winner, winner, chicken dinner, Shirley? That's what I thought you guys were going to say. All right, let me pop back over to, I'm going to come, let's see, over to, I'm going to come back over here. I have to move this screen out of the way because I'm going to pull the winner. I do use Rafflecopter. Okay, but when it pulls the winner, it does show their email address, and to protect their private information, I am not going to show that. This is going to be for the $50 pick. Let's see. And woohoo, Wendy. I'm going to do a screenshot so you guys can see that without revealing her email. And let me show you that screenshot of who it drew. I hope Wendy's watching with us tonight. Wendy posts lots of projects, guys, in the group. Wendy Sanchez is our $50 winner of the Cricut.com shopping spree. Let's find her project and I will show that. Let's see. I have to go and find her project really quick. I'm looking. There it is. And let me pull that over. And this was Wendy's project. She did a pretty little floral Mother's Day card. How super cute is that? Great job. Great job, Wendy. So that is our $50 giveaway winner. You can't see it? Does it? It's not showing it to you? Can you guys see it? Yes, very, very, very pretty. Good job, Wendy. All right, so that takes care of our $50 winner. Let's start our project, and I'll do another draw here in a few minutes. There's a little bit of lag on YouTube, guys. I don't know why. It's showing that I have an excellent condition, but you guys are about 15 seconds behind. So, but it is there. I promise. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way. And again, I used the navy blue. They used navy blue, and I didn't have the color of Infusible ink they said they used, so I just picked my rose pink. So I've got the rose pink, and I've got the navy blue Smart Iron-On, and that's what I used for this project tonight. We don't need two of these. We only need one. I'm going to make two, but I'm only going to do one tonight. We have our lint roller. We have our cardstock. We have, and I'm going to turn this on so it can start preheating. And it should be, 385, 60 seconds. It's already set. So remember I said I just cut mine, let it cut, and then I trimmed it this way. That way it stayed connected, so I didn't have to do any guesswork. You're still going to have to do a little bit of guesswork in this project, but not much. And then I've got my Smart Iron-On. I'm going to open up our pillow here. Oops, my trash can's in the other room. I emptied it. Forgot to bring it back. That's it. And make sure you get these little plastic things out of there. You don't want to be melting them with your press. Make sure we get all the old plastic off of there. All right. So I'm going to set this to the side. And we're going to open up this pillow form. And we're going to unzip it. And you're going to place your cardstock inside. Just like so. or you can use 3 to 4 layers of butcher paper. I find the cardstock is just easier, okay? Where you want this on your pillow is going to be up to you. Yay! You need to make that. So you have to decide if you want it off to the side or which side you want it off of, or if you want it in the middle. And I think I want mine off to the right-hand side here. That looks pretty good to me. And you may wonder what I'm doing with this first. I just want to see, and oh, that's going to be good. I just want to see where my infusible ink is going to land, okay? Because that is important for this one. So I am placing that down to help me place my infusible ink. And I know it doesn't make much sense now, but it will. Just going to kind of stick it down. Hopefully I have it in the right place. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it in the right place. And then we're going to pull it back off. Okay? And I'm just going to get this. I want it to be right where I want it to land. And that looks pretty good because this is supposed to be a little bit abstract. It doesn't have to be perfect to the one that they did. But I want my color to pop out around all of these edges and up into the leaves a little bit. Okay? So that's how I know where I want that to be. So now I'm going to pull it off, and now my ink is where I need it. Okay? And I'm just going to set that to the side because we have to preheat. I don't want that getting messed up. This is heated up to, it's about 20 degrees below. So I'm just going to go ahead and start pressing a little bit just to get that cross seam out of there. Don't need it in there. We're basically removing the moisture from this pillow cover because moisture is not our friend. It is navy blue and it is iron-on, Becky. It is the Smart iron-on. It's just regular iron-on, everyday iron-on, but it's the Smart iron-on because I can cut this on my Maker 3 or on my Explore 3 without a mat. Okay? And I really messed up, but I got lucky. I didn't have that up to temp. With these covers, it tells you to preheat, and when you preheat with your butcher paper on there. And I have misplaced my butcher paper. I know I had it here. There it is. And that is to protect this, okay? So when you preheat this for 15 seconds, I kept mine moving pretty much, so it would be okay. But you want to preheat with your butcher paper on there, per Cricut, just to preheat it for 15 seconds, okay? And get that moisture out of there. All right, and these are new butcher paper, so I don't have to worry about any ink. All right, while that cools, guess what we're going to do? Because personally, I don't like my ink to be on there and trying to place it and put it where it needs to be when it's warm. And again, I'm using my Cricut auto press mat. It doesn't scoot, it doesn't move, so I love that about the mat. I'm just going to bring this in here. And that's just in case the ink gases go through. It won't be on both sides. The paper should catch it. Thank you, Sue. No, not really, Sue. I'm not able to do that. I'm not set up for it. So, let's go over to Rafflecopter, and I am going to draw for the next winner Let's see. That would be for the $100 shopping spree. We've already done the $50. It went to Wendy. And we're going to do the $100 on this one. So let's pop over. I lost my page. My raffle copter went away. Gotta pull it back up. There it is. Okay. Our $100 winner. Woohoo! Kathy Fuller. And let me get that without revealing her information and show you guys that and pull up her project. Kathy Fuller is our winner for the $100 shopping spree. Oh, I remember this one. She did the little step card that we made on a Freebie Friday. And she did a great job on it. Let's pull that over there. Well, it doesn't want to pull over there. It doesn't want to play fair. Let me open it again. There we go. And there is the project that Kathy Fuller did. This was a step card that we designed in one of our freebie classes. So congrats, Kathy. Yay! All right. And I am going to pull that back, and we're going to go back to the overhead. And were you guys able to see that? I hope I hit something there. Oh, yeah, that's good. Let's see. It's just slow. Okay. So now this has cooled off. I'm going to take my lint roller and we're going to roll it. This is very important, especially when you're using infusible ink. And the reason that this is so important when you're using infusible ink, and I'm going to do this long ways because this is such a long project. And I am going to have to press in 2 sections, but that's all right. Get that in. I might have to have another sheet of cardstock because it's just not quite long enough. This is a big pillow form cover. All right, now I've got cardstock all the way down on that. Yes, she did a great job on that. So now I have that. I'm going to bring, just one more time, just to be sure. It's very important that you use that for that step, guys, because if you have any lint under there, or any dog hair, or human hair, or dust, or anything, then it will not let ink go in that area. And then when that dust or lint is gone, guess what? You got a blank spot there where the ink should have been. So now I've got this pressed down so you can see why we did it that way. I'm now going to just pull this back and hold my infusible ink in place because now I know it's exactly where I need it to be. It's exactly where I need it to be on my pillow. We're going to cover that with our butcher paper because we don't want that to get on the platen of your press. If it gets on the platen of your press, it's going to press and ghost image everything you press after that. Okay? So we're just going to bring the press over and we just apply light pressure. I'm going to hit the go button and we're going to press this infusible ink in. Pretty sure I got everything covered. So yay, 2 winners. We have Wendy and Kathy. Who will be our $150 winner? I wonder. Now guys, you can also tape your infusible ink down if you want on this step using your heat tape. You don't need your strong grip on this, the purple strong grip tape, but your blue heat tape will work fine. Hey Eve. Hey Wendy. There's Wendy. Congratulations, Wendy. You won the $50 shopping spree. How awesome. So we're just going to let this cool for a second because I don't want to ghost my image. I'm just going to let it cool for a minute. I'm going to check my butcher paper, make sure I don't have any ink on it so that I can reuse it if I want. And it looks fine. If it has any ink on it, you don't want to reuse that. Oh, you're very welcome, Wendy. Very, very welcome. So that's already lifting up. I'm just going to pull that off. And we have our pink area. And I don't have hardly any ink left on my paper. So we're going to get rid of that. And so that has turned to a gas and now it's permanent. I'm going to let that cool because we want that to cool. If I place this on there now, it can start lifting off its carrier just from the warmth, and we don't want any wrinkles in it. Yes, you can do another layer of infusible ink if you want to, Shirley. If you have this like the solid blue or solid black, instead of cutting it from the iron-on, you most certainly can come in here and do a second layer and do your ink. Yes, you can, and it would be gorgeous. I didn't have any of the black. I thought about it, so I just went with exactly what they did in the project. But that's a great way to customize it. Use all ink. And then you don't have to worry about it ever peeling or coming off or getting damaged or throwing it in the wash. You don't have to worry about any of that. Yes, that pink is really pretty, isn't it? That's the solid. I didn't have any of the solid black. I was out. This is the rose pink. Rose pink, and it's just the solid sheets. You get 2 12x12s out of it. So you saw how that I layered that up. If you cut them separate, you're just going to do the same thing. You're just going to have 2 pieces to deal with instead of 1. And I normally would have done that, but for time purposes, I just left mine connected. It used a little bit more than what I wanted, but that's okay. All right. Are we ready for another winner? Okay. Jennifer, I think that's supposed to be Pierce. I think she typoed her name. Jennifer Pierce. Let me grab that and show it to you guys. While this is still a little warm, I'm letting it cool. And I'm going to slide that over and go look for her project. Jennifer Wolf Pierce. Let's see. Let me see if I can find her project in here. Ah, yes. I remember this. This was really pretty too. This is the Lovely Layers floral card in Designspace, guys, that she did. Oops, I have to open it before it's going to let me show it to you guys. There we go. This is Jennifer's project. How pretty is that? Jennifer Wolf Pierce, $150 shopping spree. Woohoo! Congratulations, Jennifer. We still have one to give away, so you guys don't go away yet. Alright, and I am going to pop this back over, and we're going to add our other iron on. There we go. So now this is cool. Now I can place my iron on here. And we're just going to line that up. That looks good to me. I'm just going to hold that down. Now this is a really thick carrier, and so I don't believe that that ink is going to spread out anywhere. I'm going to slide this down. I'm going to start. Yeah, I'm going to have to press twice. So I'm just going to press this section down here, and then we'll press that upper section. But it says that our temp on that, I forgot to do our temp change. Let's go back over. And I believe it was $2.90. Maybe I'm wrong. I lost that page too. So let me bring up my Easy Press guide. For some reason. Oh wait, I didn't lose that page. I minimized it. I thought. I guess maybe I did lose it. Okay. There we are. All right, so I'm going back to my Easy Press 2. Now I'm going to change this to Smart Iron On. There is a difference. You need to cut it because it cuts without a mat. You can cut it on your regular machines, but you have to use a mat. So it's going to cut differently on your machines, and it's also going to iron on differently. So you need to make sure that you're selecting Smart Iron On and not regular everyday iron on. And then we're going to go down there and find our pillow cover. And we're using our mat, and we're going to apply 315 for 30 seconds. So let me lower that temp to 315. And 30 seconds on the timer. There we go. And I'm just going to lift this thing off the base a little bit so that it can cool a little bit faster. Oops. And that's what we're going to do on this one. Saturday's your anniversary. It'll be 11 years. Congratulations, Becky. Jennifer did a really good job on that card. Like it. Everybody did a good job on their projects. If you guys have not been watching the Cricut Cutie Up for Grabs post, there are some awesome projects in there. Really awesome. They're all awesome. I didn't find a bad project yet. All right. It's not quite there yet. And if you know me, sometimes I will go ahead and I keep getting, maybe I'm hitting it there. I'm impatient. Sometimes I will press at the higher temp for less time. All right. So while we're waiting on that to cool, it's dropping pretty quick now that I have it set off the base a little bit. Let's go ahead and pull our other winner. And this is for the $200 giveaway. And let's see. Melissa Montes. Melissa Montes. Let's see if we can find her project. That is who they drew. And let's see. All of these projects were awesome. You guys turned in some great stuff. Oh, that was so pretty. Melissa did the vintage rose letter. She used the vintage rose out of Designspace, the rolled flowers. How pretty did that come out? She did an awesome, awesome job on that. Congratulations to Wendy and Kathy and Jennifer and Melissa. And guys, don't give up. You can still enter next month. There's a new giveaway every month. So June 1st, another giveaway will be posted up. So don't give up. If you didn't win this time, you may win on the next one. Let's see. Oops. Let me change it. There we go. This is what Melissa made. Gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I'm so sorry to hear that, Becky. I know that's got to be tough. So that's Melissa Montes. I love the way she put that yellow with that tan. That is so pretty. Or is it a really pale pink? It's gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So now we're down to temp within a couple of degrees, so I'm going to go for it. All right. Making sure everything's on my mat. And that's going to be covered, so I am just going to come down here. And I think I'm going to go this way so I can press the whole thing. And we're going to hit our timer. And I will do this in 2 presses. Just want to see where that's going to there. I'll slide it down and we'll do the other half. Now I left my cardstock on the inside of this because I still have Infusible ink on there. There's really no precedent set about how that goes. But I do not press the back of mine. Because that cardstock is in there, it's not allowing that heat to penetrate and be lost. So it's kind of holding, that cardstock's going to help hold that heat. So I don't feel like I need to press the back. If you want to press the back of yours, then by all means do so. But I don't think that there's a need for it. And I forgot if this was cold peel or warm peel. And of course I closed it out. Does anybody know if your Smart iron-on is cold or warm. I always forget. I have to look. There's so many. So to help this cool down, I'm going to take my cardstock out now. And it is really hot in there. And I don't have any ink penetrating through, so I think I'm good. Yeah, it is really pretty, isn't it, Wendy? Everybody did such a fantastic job. It's cold pill. Thank you, Marianne. I thought it was. I just wasn't 100% sure. What happens if you peel, little contest here. What happens if you peel your cold peel iron-ons while they're hot? They stretch, they get wrinkly, they won't stay on the fabric. So make sure that you're doing that. When I do this and when I go to peel it, if it's not stuck, I will heat it again for a few seconds. Probably from the back, because that's what they recommend, but I feel like that paper in there might have been enough. So I took the paper out. If I'm going to be pressing the back, I am going to take the paper out. You cry. That's right, Marianne. And then you cry. And I'm not completely stuck. I think my zipper might be an issue right here. So I'm going to press that again and give it a few more seconds and give me some pressure right there at that zipper. Make sure that you're clearing that. I should have went up just another little smidge. Maybe a 1/2 inch from your zipper is a good idea. Or put your zipper to the side. I like my zipper on the bottom, so that's why I put mine at the bottom. Now we're going to let that cool. I love this pressing mat, guys. It stays put. It doesn't move around. I almost went with foil iron-on this. Almost. I came really, really, really close. I think it's cool enough now. I'm just going to start peeling. Gently, gently, gently. Yay! And you can save this transfer mask to cover other projects. If you're using this Smart Iron-On, it's a really good, thick transfer mask. Yes, you can. Kathy, I don't have one here because, well, I do, but it's very small, tiny kitchen, so I don't have space. But in my house in Hampton, I had granite countertops, so I would just take it, I would press on the island there, do all my pressing on the island, and that way when it was done I could just take it over and flip it over right onto the granite, and it was cool almost instantly. Love how this came out, guys. I love it. I didn't have enough. Like I said, I used the pink on this, but the pink lemonade, the splatter sheet and the pink lemonade would be gorgeous on this if you want lighter. I don't mind the brighter of it, but if you want lighter on the flowers, go with one of the splash, the lemonade. That would be gorgeous on here. All right, does anybody have any questions on layering iron-on with your infusible inks? Iron-ons, foils, you can use foils as well. Right, Kathy Ann, I love that too. That's just to give it some kind of a little bit of abstract. I think it's gorgeous. I forgot who came up with the project. Let's see if it shows us. But they did a really good job. Great. Let's see. Let me change. It was great inspiration that they used. Great imagination using that donut. Does it say? Let's go to the new one and see. I know it has their name in there. Let's go home. In case any of you don't know how to find that, you go to the home. And then we'll go to Lady Slipper Pillow. And it's right here. Oh, no, that's mine. I don't want my projects. I want home. There it is. So right here, and this one was Julie Goulet. I think that's her name. Yeah. So great inspiration there. Yeah, that's right. You can. I'm still getting used to changes on here, guys. I always stay in the canvas. I'm always in the canvas. All right. Does anybody have any other questions? Congrats again to all of our May giveaway winners, Wendy, Kathy, Jennifer, and Melissa. I will be sending you guys an email. Please respond as quickly as possible so that we can get these out to you. We need to get those in to me by Sunday night if you can. Good info, Marianne. Good info. Thank you. I just love the way this came out with the texture too. All right, guys. If you have a question you think of after the live, please don't hesitate to come in and ask in the groups. We're happy to help you. Oh, you're very welcome, Wendy. And tomorrow, don't forget, we're going to be playing with the new monogram tool and designing a pocket card. We're going to design a pocket card and use the monogram with a belly band. So if you want to see how to do that and how to design, join me at 1 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow. You guys have a wonderful night. Take care, and happy Memorial Day weekend to all of you.